Welcome everybody to Too Legit to Crit, a tabletop role-playing podcast hosted by three people who would apply to be the next WotC president, but unfortunately we're unable to unhinge our jaws to devour small woodland creatures and baby seals.
Speak for yourself.
My name is John Santana.
Oh, good times.
Dude, names.
Oh, I'm Atlas. Hi, guys. I'm Atlas.
I'm still Justin.
Hey.
And
we
still,
have a new person, and I'm still Justin.
And still Justin is still here.
He's here.
I am still here. I'm alive.
The meteor.
Yeah.
What John said. Yeah.
The meteor.
It wasn't a meteor. It was. I was asleep on my sofa. Is what happened. And I woke up face down on the floor next to the sofa, having fallen off the sofa. And Couch was outside ringing my doorbell.
Yes, that's because I was asking Couch to go round and ring your fucking doorbell.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He was like, "Where's Justin? Oh my gosh, where's Justin?" I'm like, "Hold up, is he alive? Like, are we good?"
I mean, I was semi-alive. Like, I wasn't conscious, but I was alive. I was breathing, apparently. Yeah, it was. I was dead to the world, man. I was exhausted. Yeah. So my bad.
Okay, we all need those 16-hour naps.
Yeah, I woke up at like 10.
Jeez. I wish.
Well, we're glad to see you're okay, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so how's everybody's week been? Let's start there. How's everybody's gaming? Have we had games this week?
Well, we had games.
Yeah, but the audience don't.
Yeah, come on, man.
Dude.
We played some Delta Green, which I haven't been able to play in a really, really long time because it's normally the weeks that I'm not here because I'm away for work that they play Delta Green. So I actually got to play and it was awesome and I loved it. And there's a puzzle in front of my character and my character can't figure it out and I can't figure it out, which is even more annoying because I'm normally quite good at that sort of thing. And I hate John because he's a dick.
So John's running it. That's what
Yes.
I get from that. Okay. So John's running the game. Justin's playing it, and Justin's bad at puzzles. Got it.
No. I'm good at puzzles.
Are
That's
you
the
sure?
annoying part. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I am running Delta
That's the
Green.
annoying part.
We are running essentially a series of operations to eventually then switch to impossible landscapes. But we were running some operations just to get used to the system. And we've just started one called Music from a Darkened Room, and it is fucking phenomenal.
That sounds horrifying in the best way possible.
One of our characters has already hit breaking point, has now gained a disorder. They're now paranoid. Yeah,
You say that like he's not in chat right now.
Is he in chat? Has he joined us already? Yay, is he here?
He has, yeah.
Hey, Couch, how you feeling? Shout out to Connell as well, who's also in chat.
Yes.
Play the music. Play the music.
He didn't notice. That was amazing.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
But anyway. So, and Atlas, how about you? Have you been gaming?
We have a table that actually rotates 3 GMs. We have our main one, Connell, who is every other week, basically. And then our friends Scott and I, we bounce back and forth. So I did actually run a game last night. We did D&D 5e, and it was a dumpster fire. Total dumpster fire on my part. Like, that was one of those, like,
It's
my.
because it was 5e.
Don't you dare. Don't you. I fucking knew he was going to say that. I fucking knew he was going to say that.
I started a war.
I was trying to jump in and say, don't you blame the system, but he got there before me.
No, not this. This was straight up GM fail. And it was a horrible communication. But I'm super excited. I hate that I have to wait like a freaking month to get like my next session. But it's going to be really, really good because I'm going to be able to kind of like course correct. But in that course correction, there's some really awesome changes coming in the game that I think most of the players aren't expecting. It'll be good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the motto for DMing, right? Live and learn.
Yeah, that's it. You know,
Yeah.
I think you try stuff. Some things land, some things don't. I mean, my heist caper in my homebrew, that just went so fucking wrong.
Oh,
And
no.
it's
What? Because you expected it to go right.
yes, my players should be better than that.
No.
No, they should. I mean, yeah. No, I mean, what I did, I tried implementing things that the system wasn't built for. I tried implementing kind of a Blades in the Dark angle for what they did, and it worked, but it didn't quite gel. So nobody got excited for it. So it's like, well, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, that was me halfway through my game. Halfway through, I was like, oh, I ruined this. I don't even want to finish. And I was trying really hard to just like power through it. And the end of it, I was like, this was just bad. The players were fine. Like, this was not a player thing. This was not a system thing. This was just me. I miscalculated something horribly wrong. And afterward, like, there was a very long powwow session afterward. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, Connell pointed out, he's like, listen, if I've been GMing this long, this is my first actual fuck up, I'm okay. Like, so
It's
like I
honestly,
said, live and learn.
you do. That's it.
Yeah.
You just, you know, not everything is going to land. Not everything is going to go to plan, as it were.
Every
Yes.
GM has a little cry corner. We have our little meltdown, we brush it off, and we keep going.
I'm sitting in my cry corner.
Oh, see, there you go. Mine's over there.
Mine's a secret. You need a secret password to get into my cry corner.
Yeah, you and your secrets.
is
Whatever.
Is the password 5e sucks? Did I figure it out?
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
No.
I mean, because that's too easy.
Although I've got a feeling
Everybody would
me
guess
saying
that.
those words.
Couch
Everybody.
is like savage against 5e, by the way. I was just seeing him just like.
He's doing it to wind me up.
I see.
I'm ignoring him.
And probably because it's true.
I mean, it's
It is
not.
not horrible all the time. There are things that could be, you know, expounded on. And to be completely
Absolutely.
honest, there's a system that I actually want to try and translate my D&D 5e game over to. It's one of those under the orc license situations, and I really want to try it, but trying to convince my players to like drop what they know to something that is still what they know. Like, it is so similar. It's almost not even a switch, but still enough of a change. So I'm like, oh, I don't know
Was
if I'll
it
go for
Tales of the Valiant?
No, let me make sure I don't butcher it. It's Level Up Adventures 5e.
Oh, Justin's favorite. That is Justin's favorite system of
Are you being
all
sarcastic
time.
or for real?
Justin loves that
I got
system.
we
It's
covered
like
that
you love
quite a while
Pooh
ago.
Bear, or-
This
it's
is
exactly
this
like
is
that.
a Pooh Bear
Got it.
thing.
So we covered that quite a while ago, and I got
Okay.
really angry because they were like saying it's so new, but they changed like 3 things.
Yeah, no, that's exactly my point. Like, I want to try it because it's not new. It's so familiar. But the other part of me is like, this is. I was talking. I don't remember who I was talking to. It might have been Connell, probably Connell, if we're being honest. But we were discussing how it feels a little bit like when Pathfinder first broke off, where it's like, hey, it's this new thing, but like it's this new thing. Obviously, even less.
That's why I got annoyed.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's why I got really like we read it. Like, I read the changes, and it was like the amount of changes that they made, and I wish I was kidding, was like a half page of things that were different.
and was it something like, you may still need the 5e rulebook for this? And you were like,
Yeah, no, not me. No, it was. You will need the 5e core rulebook
Ah.
and this. So it's its own system, but I have to buy the 5e book to play. No, it's not its own system. It's a supplement for that. Just call it what it is.
Well, I have
Sorry,
it.
I got really angry.
I was gifted it. I'm gonna try it, and then I can prove both of
Yeah.
you wrong. Be like,
Hey,
it's amazing.
I'm
Do it,
gonna
do
be
it.
I'm gonna be honest.
It might well be.
I'm in favor of it because whatever takes money out.
You're just in
Whatever-
favor because it pisses me off.
Well, yes, yeah, of course.
No, but John, it doesn't take money out of their pocket because you still have to buy the 5e rulebook to
I
use
don't
it.
think you do anymore. Have you guys looked at the most recent, like?
No, I got angry and I never looked at it again.
Okay, I was about to say because I don't think you have to anymore. Like, I was reading through it. I'm like, this is pretty
they
self-explanatory.
copied it. They copied it themselves, did they?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, no, I got very angry when I read it.
to be honest, I had a bit of a similar reaction to Tales of the Valiant because I got so fucking excited about that system, and it was here's 5e with the serial numbers filed. I was like, well, that was shit.
And I didn't even file off all the serial numbers.
I don't know.
Can we be real? How many systems are exactly that, though? It's like, oh, I love this game system, but I'm going to put my own spin on it. So it's really this game, serial numbers filed up. Like, I don't know. I feel like that is the origin story of most games.
I mean, yeah, I do
honest.
agree there. I mean, but the thing that got me was that the whole spectacle that Kobold Press did with that's it.
Yeah.
We're done with 5e. No more 5e. Here's an exactly the same system.
I was saying, there's a question in chat, but I think Couch just answered it. What system does Delta Green use these days?
Yeah, it is
that one.
It is a D100. It is loosely based off BRP, the basic role playing, from the same people who do Call of Cthulhu, but it has kind of evolved into its own animal now.
I got one of my 2 Cthulhu Squishmallows that I want.
Nice.
It's a problem. I used to make fun of people so bad, and then I got one. I'm like, oh shit, I get it.
It is cultish, you know, the whole Lovecraftian thing. Yeah. Once you get involved, it's like, oh, I want more. I want Yog Sagoth now and all this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd get a plushie if I could, a Cthulhu plushie.
Yeah, I have one. It's really hard to find. There's one more I want to get.
We should do Too Legit to Crit plushies.
Waffle plushies.
Waffle plushies.
Waffle plushies.
And
I can put one here.
And the logo. And the logo in a plushie.
Yeah.
I think we just broke Atlas.
To the internet.
We need to do that.
Welcome to the show. This is how we decide stuff.
Yeah,
one of us says it during recording, and then it becomes a thing.
This has been 90% of our board meetings.
Oh yeah, literally.
Well, it entered in 5-year-old. Now what would enter in that list? There we go, new merch.
So yeah, definitely Waffle and the logo as plushies. Yeah, I agree. I think I need those in my life.
Yep. So we need to try and find someone who can sort that.
Yeah, I'll make a proto, send it to a company, be like, make these.
Yeah. Make it. Make it now.
Do this.
Oh, do the thing. It's going to cost money. No money. Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Okay, so I did want to bring up a topic. This one, a topic that has been submitted by, once again, our friend of the show, Couch, and he posted it to me in the lounge, and I thought it was a fucking good topic, and I thought we could kind of go back and forth on it a bit. So here it is. What tabletop role-playing game would you take the other way from book to screen that could rival D&D? This could be a TV series, it could be a movie. What game would you like to see given the franchise treatment? We've had enough Wizards of the Coast. Fucking preach. Let's see some independent, smaller publishers take the stage. Mine would be a go at Covenant Crucible, which pisses me off because that was going to be my answer. But anyway,
I've got mine.
Show with lore, etc. And he says, hats off to 13th Moon Games. And before we do continue, special shout out to our good friend Stefan.
Yes.
You know. All right. Okay, so
we love him.
Guys, 13th Moon Games, they have actually brought out a book set in the world of Covenant Crucible.
Yep.
Okay, I really want it.
Me too. For many reasons.
I read the beta. I started reading the beta version. I had to stop reading it for pretty much 2 reasons. One very large reason. Just
spoilers?
No, you'll figure it out yourself. You figured it out yourself.
All right, okay. Is this going to be an off-air conversation?
Probably.
Cool.
Go. We won't mention it.
So,
yeah,
I have one.
To screen. I want to hear what you say.
I have one. Coyote and Crow.
What?
So it's a game we covered quite a lot back when we first started.
It is heavily imprinted on the crit list.
Yeah.
This is a game.
Yes. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have to do.
What is
It's
it
gonna
called?
happen.
Coyote and Crow.
Coyote and Crow.
Oh, that. Okay. Yeah, I misheard
Yes.
that completely. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Now I want to know what you heard. But
We don't get paid enough for that.
Would be... Wait, you're getting paid?
No.
In love and friendship.
I think that would be a great one to transition because
Yeah.
it would be so good and like just it's that one for me.
There's so many good ones to pick from. I don't know if it counts as small. I think like when you were talking, the first thing my brain went like Shadowrun immediately.
Yeah, Connell has Connell's
love...
put that in the chat as well. Shadowrun. Yeah.
Yeah, Shadowrun and Fading Suns. I'm with him on that actually. Fading Suns is like my soft spot. It's got clunky issues. It's got some things that need to be reworked, but like I love it. I love it so much. Like I could play that game for no reason. Like, it's good. But yeah, I think Shadowrun would be my first get to because it's. Did you ever watch Bright on Netflix? Will Smith.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Yeah, I did see that.
I love the concept of modern magic, and I love like the gritty cyberpunk feel of things. So like the mashup of that, like in Shadowrun, yeah, I'm a sucker for Shadowrun. Yeah.
All right, because I think so far the things that have been mentioned are all quite prominent in the space. I think we should do another round after this where we mention like more indie sort of things. But for me, for this round, for something a bit more prominent, I've got a couple, but I'm gonna go with the first one. It's Godforsaken by Monty Cook. It's based on the Cypher system, and essentially you're and I'm gonna run a game out of this, but you are playing in a world where the gods have died and their essence has fallen onto the world, and your characters carry this essence, and you are sort of like proto gods, and the whole arc of the game is about you ascending.
I'm here for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that could be a fucking amazing TV show. All right, so let's talk indie. 13th Moon Games, we can't do that. Couch has already taken 13th.
What counts? How small does it count? Like, how small does it have to be to be considered indie?
Ooh, okay.
Because that's my question. Because there's a game that is like in the title described as indie game, but like it's getting big enough that I'm like, does that count? Like,
okay, give me that time. Give me that game. What would it?
It's the I can't pronounce it.
Vesen.
Yes.
Vesen. I wouldn't consider Vesen indie, considering
I wouldn't either. But they
considering it's
like that.
Free League and it's won every fucking award under the sun.
Oh God, I've been living under a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Free League just kind of they're having to shovel up their awards at this point.
Just won.
Yeah.
Okay.
More of these fucking things.
Indie that.
They go to pay for something in a store, and all of a sudden awards fall out. Oh, fuck.
Right.
All right. So some of like the more indie games.
Like what we've been covering lately.
Yeah, stuff like that. Things that we've covered. That's actually a good way of looking at it. Things that we've covered.
Okay.
Because we've covered a lot of
easier.
like the community sort of.
See, I'm going to struggle because I don't really know many.
Well, like I said, we have covered quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I've got the memory of a goldfish.
Have you guys been watching? Oh, it's gone. Is it Shogun? Is that the name of it?
I've not been watching Shogun. No.
I only watched the first 2 episodes, but that has intrigued me so much that like when we covered Sake last week, like magic plus that, yes please. Like I would eat that up in a second. I am also a sucker for that entire culture though, so like that's I would watch that. I'd binge that hard probably in a weekend. Like yes please.
So
Netflix, are you still there? Never left.
So one that we covered that I would be interested in seeing a show made out. And I think now would be a good time because, you know, you kind of working off the back of like the Fallout show and the sort of post-apocalyptic hype would be Salvage Union. Salvage Union is that where like there's been an apocalypse, there's been nothing specific. Like it's just that humanity has kind of fucked it up. And it's all based on mechs.
Oh.
And these are all mechs sort of like, and I'm a sucker for a mech. I mean, come on.
Me too. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I enjoy the hell out of my friend group because of it. Like,
aren't we all just suckers for mechs? Let's be honest.
yeah.
But yeah,
Power Rangers.
True. I want a Zord.
I wasn't allowed to play Power Rangers because I would watch it and I would then like pretend I was a Power Ranger and start beating people up. So my mom stopped letting me watch it.
I mean, after the 5th kid was put in hospital, I'm not surprised. They'd be like, all right, yes, go get the fuck out of here.
I'm just imagining I'm imagining the conversation of like, you've got to stop turning into a giant fucking robot and hitting kids.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Put the lizard away. Put the giant robot lizard away. No, the flute sword, no.
Never.
No.
Put down the dagger flute.
Every kid needs a giant robot lizard.
True. True. We all do.
Put down the dagger flute.
Vote me for president. That's every child gets a.
So yeah, my vote is for Salvage Union. I think that could work as a really good TV show because you've got the post-apocalyptic, you've got the mechs.
So Connell does have a point. The indie's a really hard metric because it depends on who's heard of stuff like Fading Suns. I mentioned that earlier. Like that could be considered indie. You know, because not people have heard of it. And like I said, it's so good. Max Baham, ignore him. Ignore the chat. He's no longer allowed. He's not a Mech fan.
No, we will combine like a certain type of vehicle into a giant robot and crush Connell for that comment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we will be the. Well, don't crush him.
Okay. So if you're a big mech, if you're like a mech fan, there's one tried and true question: Lion Voltron or Vehicle Voltron?
Lion. And John kicks me from the call.
I'll see myself out. You two can hash that one out. I'll sit in silence for a bit.
Vehicle Voltron.
Don't worry about it.
Why? Tell me why.
I mean, honestly, because that's what I saw as a kid, and I never got the point of the lions. I never understood what was the fucking point of them.
It's a generational thing.
It's like,
I was about to say, that's fair.
You know, it's like, you know what? Why lions? It's like, it's surely cars and tanks and shit like that turning into a. Yeah. How they know?
Yes, they are. Are you a cat guy or a dog guy?
I'm a dog guy.
Okay, see that explains it a little. I am as well a dog person. I'm 100%. Although I do have soft spot for certain cats, but I'm also deathly allergic. So it's kind of one of those like weigh the measures. Is this cat worth dying? Like,
Well, I mean, no cat's worth dying for.
Facts.
All right, so Summer, anything that we've covered on the show as a TV show, what are you thinking? I mean, I'm literally looking at our past content on Trello.
I know. I'm going to stick with
I was kind of doing the same.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. I don't really know many games, and most of the ones that we've covered in the past either would just be another high fantasy show, right? At which point, is it all that different from a D&D or Lord of the Rings show? So it would need to be something different, like thematically, not just, you know, how it works or whatever.
I've got,
that's where I'm kind of struggling.
Yeah, I've got another one.
Well, I was thinking, I don't know if this counts as indie because I don't actually know who like put the book out, but Stars Without Number would actually be a really good space-based TV show.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you would need to do, I think to kind of make a show out of it, you would have to get something that is very kind of very specific.
Yeah.
You know, it'd have to be a very specific, like Salvage Union. There is a predefined world. You wouldn't be able to do it with something a lot more sort of wide open. Which is why there's, you know, the like the D&D movie worked, but it worked on its own merits, not necessarily as a D&D movie, just because it's so expanse. You know, you can't regurgitate the fucking story of Dritz or Strahd or anything like that without people going, oh, well, that's not right. And so you'd need something that is focused. And Stars Without Number kind of falls into that because it is all about...
It could be in another solar system travel, or another galaxy or whatever, right? But then there's part of me that's like, that would be really cool, but then is it going to fall into well, this is just Star Trek with more steps? Or... like, you know, like where's the, like, what would differentiate it or whatever? And I think
of it,
so I think that's where you'd maybe have to.
Actually, why I would change my answer to Stoneburner, because it's space dwarves, and who the hell does space dwarves? Like
space dwarves.
So Stoneburner is the breathless system, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I've read through it like 5 times, but
Space dwarves.
Yeah. Renee, what is it? Oh, I've got his name here somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I follow him on threads. But yeah, Stoneburner.
Oh yeah, same.
Space dwarves. I like space dwarves.
Yes. I would watch that again in a heartbeat. Like that is just one of those things that is not done often. And the fact they even came up with it, I'm just like, I want to see the aesthetic of that. Like,
yeah, it does.
Like,
I mean,
how does we know dwarves, earth, rock, but how does that translate into space? Like, I desperately need to see that on like a big screen.
Space rock. Space has rock.
I know, but
space has more rock than earth rock.
I mean, you are very right on that.
Multiple rock.
But that's my point. Like would a rock foundation from a different planet and galaxy look different from another like planet? Like that's like I want to see it. I'm very visual
space
person.
Rock.
Yeah, but does space have?
He would know meteors splat.
Does space have the rock?
Oh
yes, and that's one of the biggest questions of space is. Can you smell what the space rock is cooking?
In space, no one can hear what you're cooking.
On
that note, we've gone well. But the other one I was going to mention, we actually covered it last week, and it is Page of Rage by Ready Comics Roll. Basically, Streets of Rage in a TTRPG.
Yes, that would be amazing.
I feel like
that would be amazing.
What's that movie, Pixel? Did you guys see that? Where all the games came to life?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did see that. I regretted it, but I did
like
see
that. Would be good. I enjoyed it, man. I like that film.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it. John's just cynical. Ignore him.
I mean, we'll just duct tape him to a chair and make him watch it again. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I can watch it again. I've watched it again with my littles. It's been absolutely fine. But even then, I'm kind of going, it's a bit shit.
Well,
I mean, it's not great. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it was
multi-award winner Pixels.
Well, speaking of last week, though,
yes,
I did realize something that was kind of funny.
Oh, no.
You guys did a big part where you were talking about splitting the party at the end, obviously.
And you'd split the party.
And yeah, I'd split the party. Yeah, I realized that today. Yeah.
Why do you think I chose that as the title?
Because you're a bastard.
I don't have sleeves to roll up today, though.
Just roll them up a little bit more, like to the shoulders.
I'll hang them up,
yeah, that's it. Like a proper.
Channel my energy.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we missed you last week, man. It wasn't the same without you.
I would love to say I missed you guys too, but I was asleep, so I didn't know that I was missing you guys.
If I was asleep, I wouldn't have missed anybody. Sleep
I
is
was
sacred.
I was dead. I was so tired.
Yeah.
My heart bleeds for you.
No, it doesn't.
So
you have one of those? Where do you buy one? I need to replace mine.
I'm a very caring person. I'll have you know.
Noted.
I'm just an agent of chaos. That's all I am.
You're an agent of something. I'm telling you, I'm watching you. I'm like, you got me paranoid in all the game, like all games. Just like, what is he doing?
So just to kind of lift the curtain a tiny bit, we had a little scene, a mutant and mastermind scene.
Yes.
Before we went on, before we started recording today, and you know, Stefan's character couldn't be there, but Justin's character was, Atlas's character, and so was mine. My character, who for some reason Atlas doesn't like, she distrusts him.
It's a mystery.
I don't know why.
It's not that I don't like you. It's not that it's like my character, Halo, likes, well, she doesn't really like anybody, but she doesn't have any suspicions about you. Atlas, though? Me?
So I would like to say I wasn't purposely hamming up some of my responses to see your reaction, but I was totally fucking doing that.
I am a horrible role player because my face, like I have a shit poker face. So anytime
That's why I was laughing so much.
Oh my god, I try so hard. The hardest game I ever played, to put it in terms, is I played like a homicidal emotionless Spock, but alien version where she was like orca meets like glowfish. It was an awesome game, but super weird if you don't like sci-fi. Trying to play that character where I didn't smile, I had no inflection, I was very serious. Like, it was so hard. It was so hard. Like I had to get all my smiles and laughs before and after game. And every now and then Connell would be like, Atlas, face. I'm like, sorry.
That's why all my characters are sarcastic, because I cannot hold it back.
Well, that's why all my characters are very much like Taser and just doesn't shut up.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea? Like I've said this to John, right? In that first session we did, do you have any idea how much I was holding back jokes?
Don't hold them back. Let them fly.
No.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Thank you. That's exactly what I said. So
if I
now
did, we'd still be recording.
Now,
There's
Justin,
nothing wrong with that.
next session we're expecting double the jokes.
Exactly.
Okay, I was already starting.
From now on, it's going to be, we're going to do something, we're going to roll, and then we're just going to look at you expectantly.
I actually am curious now, though, because it's like we don't have to spend too much time on this, but do you guys have a type? Are you always type A character, type B character? Are you always the leader? Like, what do you gravitate towards when you play? And also, Couch and Connell, if you're still in there, like, what is your even accidental, like, oh shit, I did it again without realizing it? Or do you guys specifically try to not play the same character every time?
Mine,
what's y'all's style?
100% mine is someone who will antagonize people.
Yes. He loves to press buttons.
It's what I'm good at. If I had a talent, this would be it. So yeah, even like in our Fabula Ultima game, I'm essentially playing a paladin. Okay. A holier than thou paladin, and I will still, especially in the face of like an enemy and a boss and this, that, and the other, I will still be the one to go. Just to push those buttons, just to.
Okay.
So for me, it depends. If I'm playing something new, I tend to play something I'm familiar with, because then I don't have to worry too much about the character. And then it will tend to just be like a version of myself, which is very much like Taser is very much a version of me. Because I don't shut up and I tell terrible jokes all the time and I don't know where lines are and cross them all the time.
Noted.
Yeah, it's fine. But like, so if I'm learning a new system, then I'll tend to play a character like that, because I don't have to think too much about that element of it, and I can focus on learning mechanics or whatever. If it's a game that I know really well, like 5e, I will tend to try and play something different every time, just to, push boundaries and stuff for myself. Like at the moment, one of the characters I'm playing in 5e is a total necromancer who's definitely not a necromancer.
Okay.
Definitely not a necromancer.
Definitely not.
Absolutely a necromancer.
So how about you, Atlas? Do you kind of have a sort of type that you gravitate to?
Yes and no. It's an accidental thing. I purposely try it. Like each character to character is such a drastic switch from the one I just previously played. Like I played an absolute innocent, naive 1-year-old alien one time, and I loved her. I loved her so much. And then the next minute, I'm playing like a couple 1,000 years witch that has kids she doesn't even remember having. Like it's one of those things where, so I try to make them drastically different, but I have been called out on my own subconscious shit because, kind of like what Justin just said, I tend to accidentally play certain parts of myself. And a very reoccurring theme is oh, how did he say it? Dutiful daughter or something like that. Like if I'm not trying to avoid that that trope, I slip into it so easily of like yes or no, I will do this thing, I will carry on, I will be the leader, and I have to like, whoa, like like step back, reanalyze my characters, and yeah.
But I mean, I think to a certain degree, I think Justin kind of hit it slightly on the head. I think we all kind of put at least a part of our own personalities into these characters that we create. I know, for example, every bard that I have done has had either part of my personality or wish fulfillment of I wish I could get away with some of these things. I wish I could do this. Yeah. Like, for example, Nahash, he was just an agent of chaos. He was just as you know,
it was so fun. I loved him.
The worst possible thing at the worst possible time, that it would have his fingerprint all over it. And every bard I've played has had that sort of element to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've tried to play an asshole, and it still comes out as like I was trying to play like super bitchy, I care about nothing in the world, and somehow I ended up as everyone's mom, and I'm like, I just adopted the party somehow. How did this happen? Like, so, but yeah, you're right. Like we all put a bit of our personalities into it. But
I mean, I think it's great. I mean, like even Liberator, there are certain elements of my mutants and mastermind character that I have kind of lifted from my own experience. I'm not going to tell you what though, because
I've seen it.
Suspicious.
Yeah, whereas Taser is literally me with superpowers.
Yes, he misses all the time.
Just
Okay.
It's uncalled for. Correct, but uncalled for.
Couch said that they play a straight-laced people helper. Why do I not believe that?
No, he's
what I've heard.
He's accurate with that.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Very much so. Yeah. So one of his first ever characters was our lovely cleric of Saran Wrap. Which I can say it wrong. I'm allowed to say it wrong. John's not. John has to say it right.
I don't think many of my superiors in the Pathfinder organized play society watch our fucking show.
Probably not.
I'd have been canned a long time ago.
If you say it wrong, Couch will clip it and send it to them.
Probably.
Straight lace. There it is. There it is. Straight lace.
Yep.
And I think Connell said that always plays the guy who knows things. Well, I mean, if we're putting personalities in things. That man knows too much.
Yeah, so Couch is playing a doctor.
I tend to be the guy that knows a guy.
What?
Couch is playing a doctor in our Delta Green game, and I'm waiting for him to lose his mind and kill people.
I'm playing a guy that manages a social media account and plays WoW.
So real life.
Except I don't manage a social media account.
Yeah, you don't touch our social media accounts.
Fuck off. I don't even touch my own social media account. I deleted all of them just before we started the podcast.
Actually, I think the only time I've ever seen you online, Justin, like social media, is I think I tagged you with the Winnie the Pooh gif a long time ago. Like a long time ago. Yeah, on Threads.
I think yes.
Yeah,
you did.
If I get tagged in something, I'll tend to respond. If I don't get tagged, I tend not to. I tend to just observe.
Yeah, I think I
observe social media.
This was a long time ago when I just basically put out, hey, if anybody wants to talk to Justin, he really loves Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, and this was before I knew the shindig there. So.
My chair just broke.
Did you really?
Did you break your chair? Yeah. To be honest, it's been on its way out for a while.
Yeah.
I'm really upset that it didn't just fly.
I know, it was really anticlimactic.
I was leaning back at the time.
Just watch it go.
So it's not the chair that's broken. It's like, because it's one of those with like the office chairs with the wheels. It's one of those legs is cracked.
Oh.
So like when I lean back, I can feel it flexing. So I'm just gonna try and be a good boy and sit still, which is really difficult because the ADHD is making me do stuff.
New game.
To counter how long it takes for he,
New game. Let's get Justin to lean back.
Yeah.
I want to get him to lean. Anyway, let's carry on talking. Let's make you forget.
I keep going to lean back. It's habit.
I know. Justin, whatever you
push the chair backwards. There we go. I'm fine now.
Justin, whatever you do, don't lean back. Just don't do it.
Fuck off.
Don't lean back. Don't think about it.
I hate you.
All right.
Anyway, moving on swiftly.
Yeah, moving on swiftly. I want to take this moment just to give a shout out to our partners tonight. So first of all, check out Deals of Opportunity. It's the automatic, simple, and free way to save on the tabletop role-playing games you want. Just add your Drive-Thru RPG or Dungeon Masters Guild wishlist and get notified anytime a title on your list goes on sale. Just set it up and save. I have a feeling it's going to start emailing me soon because it's getting to that time of year.
It is getting to that time of year where money goes out the window.
Yup.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, I think I talked about this last time, but there's so many games that I'm like, I want to buy this, and I want to buy this, and I want to buy this, and this. When am I going to have time to run any of them?
Doesn't matter.
Hence, why somebody decided to come up with a show concept which gets us to play these games.
Where we run those games.
Ta-da!
That was pretty much the whole thought process.
It was like, we want to play these games. We can't be learning them. Let's learn them on the fly.
Yeah. And let's record it.
But our second sponsor, second partner tonight is 13th Moon Games. It's a family-run indie game company out of Wyoming, USA, that created the tabletop role-playing game Coven and Crucible, a game of modern-day witchcraft. If you can imagine the John Wick movies and the last Witch Hunter movie got together and had a really pretty baby, Coven and Crucible would be it. If you want to learn more, check them out at their page at 13thmoongames.com or find them on their Patreon. Mm-hmm. We love Coven and Crucible.
Oh, good.
We're big fans of it.
So good.
Shut it. I haven't played it yet.
Next weekend.
We break out the bear.
So good.
So, yeah, on Monday, we want a full detailed report. We want to know how that game went.
I will.
And we will be telling you about Wandering's Call, which is what we're going to be playing on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a spooky horror game.
Ooh, yeah.
Scary
I love it.
So we're going to be playing that. You're going to be playing Coven and Crucible. And we can compare notes on Monday.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, so we do have a few things to talk about. We've each got some things. So I think we should roll for initiative.
We should roll for initiative.
All right, so I'm using this orangey bit.
I got this little blue boy.
I like your blue boy.
He's a good
crit
boy.
Dice. Crit dice.
All right.
Because I'm of this generation.
See, when I was your age, I had to walk 3 miles in the snow to roll dice.
Uphill both ways.
Oh, off the table. Well,
And then you drop your dice and you have to go back down the hill to get them, which is somehow uphill again.
Right.
Okay, I fucked mine up. Atlas beat me. What do you get?
Yeah, beat me as well.
What do you get?
What'd you get? How bad did I stomp you?
On
Not
a
that that's what it's about.
on a score of 1 to 20, what did you get? Oh, you beat me.
Oh.
Yes. The streak continues.
Not that this is what the show's about, but we're also savage about that. I gotta beat you.
It's entirely what the show's about.
So
That's the only reason we do this show.
We
So
roll dice, we talk about games. We smash things.
it goes Atlas, Justin, and then me. I'm the last in the initiative.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Buckle up because I'm super excited about this one. Street Wolves Turbo Edition hit Kickstarter, but here's the funny thing. It's funded 100% already, and not even 100%. They were trying to pledge 3,000. That was their goal. They're to 13,000 right now. Like, there is so much that got backed so fast, and it's absurd. So many things are unlocked, so many goodies. I hope you can't hear Bella. She's barking right now, but she's excited too because I would not shut up about Shadowrun earlier, and because of the cyberpunk feel, and I also wouldn't shut up about Fading Suns, which is Savage Worlds. And I'm so pumped about this game being a fully, like, I mean, you can still back the project. It's still open, obviously, but it's cyberpunk, the grungy 80s. I'm not a metal like hair 80s girl. I'm more of a synthwave like neon 80s girl. And this has that vibe all over it. It has the Shadowrun vibe because you're like working in the legal network and all these things. But then it's Savage Worlds, which is, you know, again, has its own little problems, but is near and dear to me. I love it so much. But it looks so good. And like the new format that they're going with for the hardcover copy is just beautiful. It's so pretty. So go check it out on Kickstarter. Like I said, it's fully funded, but you can still get in on it and still get in on the goodies, which you don't want to miss out on because there's some really cool stuff. Like the supply drop is, it looks good. It looks
And
really
it
good.
does look really fucking cool.
Mhm.
I'm an 80s boy myself, and I am so into that.
Yeah, very synth, very cyberpunk, but like very, I don't see anything bad about it yet. Now, granted, when I play it, I'll probably, bitch, because we all do that. But like, it looks so good. Like, I will definitely be backing this. It's got my vote.
Nice, yeah, I do
pretty
like
sure
it.
they've got the soundtrack. Soundtrack? No, the soundtrack. I think they've got the soundtrack backed. Like they've actually unlocked that, where they'll have their own actual soundtrack to it. So
Nice.
which again, synthwave, yes, please. I'm here for it.
No, look, it looks phenomenal. It does look like a lot of fun.
No, it does.
Yeah, go check it out. Not only just check it out, but they actually have like a sample on the Drive-Thru RPG. So go look at it. It's pretty.
I will find the sample now. All right, Justin, what have you got for us?
Nice. So I also have some stuff. So the first one is this one, which is Zandoria Studios. Now, I like this for one reason alone. It's STL files.
You do love you some FTL files.
I'm a bit of a slut for some STL files, and these are top fucking notch files because they're not the kind of like models that you would normally look at for like minis. They're more decorative prints and stuff like that. So they've got things like garden gnomes and but they're not your standard garden gnomes. They're like fantasy inspired ones, so it would fit like on your table but equally out in your garden type thing, and they're awesome and I love them. But some of the other ones they've got as well are just so cool. They've got like some dungeon tiles which all lock together, so you can kind of modularly.
No, you got it.
That sounds all right. Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Build out your dungeon.
You should sit back and
with
try
like
it.
different shaped rooms and things like. I alt-tabbed into Discord to give you that stare. Just want that on the record.
I like the dedication. I appreciate it.
But like the way the tiles are laid out, it's not just the corridors and stuff. It's also got like rooms. So a bit like I don't know if you've ever played like the Diablo games on PC, where it's procedurally generated through like this is a T junction you can put in, and then it goes off in different ways. It's got the same sort of thing. So there's like set rooms that then have different paths coming off of it as well. So you can build whatever path you want, and at the end just plonk a room, and then that will lead off into other like directions and stuff, which is so cool. There's so many things that like I've wanted to do but didn't have the talent to do.
I mean,
essentially is what I'm saying.
I'm looking at some of these models. The detail is fucking outstanding.
Oh, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So the main reason for that, right, is the way they've done it is these aren't 3D modeled in the typical way. So normally people polygon model. So they'll create a polygon and then they'll like pull stuff out of it and make the shape that way. What they've done is they've sculpted the 3D models. So the way you work it is a lot more like doing like a statue or something like that, where you're molding it out of clay and you actually have to like sculpt it and cut parts out, and like so you get a much what's the word I'm looking for? It's like there's more like texture to it. Yeah, it is better. I prefer it, but it's a lot harder to do well.
Yeah.
And when you find somebody that does it well, like these guys, it's insane. And it's just so good. And you can buy stuff on their Etsy store, which is, also awesome. And it's awesome. I love it all. I can't sing their praises enough. They've got like things as well where it's like somebody riding on a moose, which is just fun.
Yeah, I saw
that when I was checking it out. I was like, why is there a moose?
It's not my favorite though. My favorite is the little gnome on the back of a flamingo.
I did not see that one.
I did not.
So there's a gnome. There's a gnome in full plate armor with a kite shield on the back of a flamingo wielding an axe. I love it. It's now a character concept I'm building. It's gonna happen.
Yep, I'm seeing it now.
Flamingo rider.
Have you found it?
I found it. It looks phenomenal.
That's
right?
beautiful.
That looks really cool.
But yeah, it's just phenomenal work, and it's when you see modeling of this kind of level, it's insane, and to have them as STL files that you can get your hands on as well is just next level. It's so good because you can just make them yourself and paint them yourself.
Beautiful.
All right. Okay. Well, I have also something to talk about. In fact, mine's 3 things, but I'm going to kind of put them all into one. Because
okay, you rolled lowest.
I rolled the lowest, so but these are because we like deals. We like, saving a bit of money and all that, but we also like doing good shit for people. And these next 3 things, they kind of combine both of those things. So first of all, there is a ttrpgs for trans rights bundle. All right, it's over 500 works for $5. Ooh. And it's to support LGBTQ plus advocacy in West Virginia. I mean, yeah, this is the one that I kind of saw this one first, and then I saw the other 2 and just kind of went, holy shit. But yeah, so there is so much content here. There's there's stuff like Songbirds 3rd edition. There's a 1 to 2 player RPG from Cassie Mothwin, is someone at least I know I follow on Threads. Mm-hmm. And Mothwin won Tabletop Award. She was just recently featured on the front page of Rascal. Dino Car from Dinoberry Press is a silly creative map drawing exercise in a world where prehistoric creatures must navigate a vehicle to their day job.
Oh, I'm here for it.
I'm here for that. I want to play that.
That needs to go on the list.
That needs to go on the list.
That needs to go on the list.
I did bring up the HIO the other day, and so there's a GM-less game. Lord Sorn tells the tragic story of adherents to a now dead god, carving a desperate path back to home through the wreckage of their faith. 500 plus games. And I'm just having a look at the
Wow.
itch.io page now.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
Yeah, there is. I mean, and it's for a great fucking cause. So
Yeah.
you know, get involved, get these things. So, you know, just having a look at some of the things that are coming up. Neon Knights, we covered that on the show not long ago.
We did. Yep.
You know, Dino Car.
This
I
looks
want Dino.
fantastic. Yeah, no,
Dude,
Dino Car needs to
Dino Car looks
happen.
good, yeah.
Dino Car needs to happen, yeah. And I'm just scrolling down. And, like, the games are never ending.
I just thought, did I read that right? I did. A fake marriage. Tabletop role-playing game for 2 or 4 players.
I want to play that.
That could be really entertaining.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know, plenty of fake marriages exist. Why
Right?
not role play it?
Exactly, because life isn't dramatic enough without.
There's a
Role-play marriage without risking half your shit.
Right?
fake
Oh,
critter
Lord.
tea party is on there.
Oh my gosh.
Little Dung Guy, which is you're a little dung beetle with a crappy job. It's a solo journaling game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
All right, so that kind of led me down the rabbit hole when I started looking at different bundles. And there are another couple of bundles that are worth looking at least. There is a TTRPGs for Palestine charity bundle. Just loading that up now. This is $15. And excuse me, you get 190 plus community submitted tabletop role-playing games worth $950 for you to download between April the 12th and May the 7th. I mean, it doesn't really say which games are on there. Read more. Oh, yeah, there is a Google Sheet, of course.
There's a Google Doc with the whole thing. What are you talking about?
Of course, there's a Google
You're talking
Sheet.
about Willis?
There's always a Google Sheet. Holy shit.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
There's even some that were created for this bundle.
Oh,
that's
sweet. That is
fantastic.
pretty fucking cool, man.
Dude, some of these are insane.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to... I'm gonna take a look at Full Moon Investigations. There we go. Full Moon Investigations. It's a brief game designed for one-shot games using the Caltrop core system, a mashup of detective, film noir, and the supernatural. Players take on the roles of detectives, werewolves, or a mixture of both to solve a crime that threatens both the city and their paychecks. Yeah, there's a whole bunch on there.
I'm just scrolling through this, like, wow.
I just pulled up one that I think will appeal to all three of us. It's called EcoPunk 2044 from that pack. It normally costs $25, and you get it included in that pack. It has opt-in complexity. You heard that right, opt-in complexity. So it's designed as a system that you can, if you just want something simple, ignore a bunch of the mechanics without breaking or cheapening the core part of the game.
That's beautiful.
Which is insanely clever.
Yeah.
It works on a dice pool system. So you draw from a periodically refilling pool of dice to determine which actions you pursue. And mind over mechanics, which I think will appeal to a lot of us as well.
No, that does sound really good.
Yeah.
I mean, just for that alone, I'm tempted. I'm not gonna lie, because this looks really, really good, and it's got some really, really cool artwork and stuff as well.
And if that wasn't enough, there is also another bundle. There is a Rainbow Violence Prevention Network TTRPG fundraiser, and I'm just loading that up now. And
It's such a mouthful, though.
Okay, so it's organized by Kiwi RPG to raise funds for the Rainbow Violence Prevention Network. It's a collaborative group of organizations that aims to reduce sexual and domestic violence against the rainbow community. So this one isn't as big. It's only valued at $70. I say only. It's valued at $70. But you get 27 amazing TTRPGs. I mean, for what? For for
$15.
$15, 15 for the other one. For $35, you can get nearly 600 tabletop role-playing games worth of content, and you're doing a bit of good for the world.
Yeah, and even if there is a couple of duplicates in there, so what?
Right? Yeah. Oh,
Can
no,
you-
I
for
get
what you're
different
getting?
games.
Can you
That's
imagine
awesome.
being-
If
Can
you
you
think
imagine
about it,
being
right?
that
We just said
person?
it was. Oh, mate, there's going to be one or two. But like, could you? Like, that's the thing, right? You look at it. Like we said, it was what we just said. It was what 35 for all three of these packs.
35 for all 3 packs, yeah.
So just that EcoPunk game alone is 25 normally on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, these
Like,
deals are absurdly
It's
insanely good.
insane.
Yeah.
And I get paid at midnight. This is not good for me.
I think you should sit back on your chair and think about it.
Yeah. I think the answer will come to you.
I've already leant back twice and it cracked.
Oh, you get a new chair.
I'm getting excited.
What? Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
Pain and mayhem.
I'm scared.
I just want to see him drop. I just want to see him go. "What?"
You should. Ah!
And now over to Justin. Maybe not.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I want
I'll
in
be
my
spending
life.
another episode lying on my back.
I'm sorry. I would join you guys in chat, and I'm just adding something to cart right now.
Oh.
Oh.
No, those are some great causes, and I really love that. Like for the gaming community to be such a, I don't want to say niche because it's pretty big now. It's pretty open. Like, gamers are kind of everywhere. I love the idea of giving back to the community with your hobby, with your game, with like, it's cool and all. We've talked about this several times, but like, cool enough you want to make it big and like, oh, this is what I do full time, but what are you doing with it? Like,
Yeah.
that's always my question, is what are you doing with it? And I love not only the people that put together these bundles and how amazing that is, but the creators of the games and the product that are going into the bundle to be like, hey, yep, nope, let's do this. Like that takes a lot. And that's so valuable, not even just in like the product, but in the, I don't know, the spirit of the community, really, if we're being honest. Yep. So I dig it 100%. Like, to me, that's the takeaway of today.
Yeah, it's awesome to see, the community getting behind stuff and just doing what they do best.
Yep.
Being awesome.
And that's always been my thing. Like, details do not give a flip. Like, kindness goes a long way. A little bit of kindness goes a long way. Does not matter your views, your opinions, anything like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I've just
not
bought.
To get all snappy on you guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was spending money.
Oh, see, there you go. This is why we have 3 people. We can.
Yeah, you guys talk. I spend money.
Going.
When it was just the 2 of us, I saved a bunch of money because I didn't have time to do this. But yeah, I
didn't. That's not true. I made him do it after the episode every single time. He didn't save any money. He's lying.
I think it was that. I think it was the dice from Cryptic Crits was the worst. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna add to cart. But yeah, I got the TTRPGs for trans rights, just because it is a great fucking cause and great bundle. So I'm gonna have 500 games to be going through.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Okay, well, you'll never be bored.
Crit list just got a lot bigger.
Crit list just went. All right, okay. So what else have you guys got for us? Because I've done my bit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, no, it's not me. It's not
I rolled higher. Back
you rolled
down.
higher.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
back back up. Back.
No, I did not realize I did this, but so I talked about Street Wolves last time. The second one is the pronunciation. I don't know how y'all say it, but the Almanac of Sanguine Paths.
Perfect. Nailed it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Is on Kickstarter, right? I think they might have met their goal too. I'm trying to check real quick. Yeah. I can't find the US dollar amount, but Their goal was 700. They've hit 10,000.
Congratulations.
You can obviously, yeah, it's amazing. It's not the normal game I would look at. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Like, GM-less, I'm always like, is that really a game? But here's the cool thing. If you check out the Kickstarter, you can check out not only the gameplay on it, there's also a sample, so you can check out the format. It's like the tarot card part of it is so cool because on YouTube, like they have links to it on there. So go check it out. The YouTube, she actually goes through and explains like character creation and like the gameplay and how the cards interact with the prompts. Because when everyone tells me like, oh, it's a writing game, that it's GM-less, my brain immediately goes to, so we just sit there and write letters in silence to each other. And it's not. It's totally not. Like, it's actually really cool because you have different like cycles. You're kind of chasing each other. And it's for anybody who's done written role playing. I'm going to expose myself a little bit, like Gaia Online days. You have that feeling of, oh, I've written a book, and that's the feeling you get from this. And I did not mean to pick two wolf titles, but it's dog person. So, but it looks really good. It's 1 to 2 werewolves who are basically trying to figure shit out in the world, and it is, like I said, it's fully funded, but you can still pre-order and get in on the good stuff.
Nice.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Justin.
Also, Couch, screw you.
What's Couch saying?
Telling me to take a load off and just relax in my chair.
Everybody wants to see it, man.
Right? Everybody does. It's not happening because I need this chair until I get a new one.
Couch counts as everybody. Sorry, Couch.
Nice. I like it. All right, Justin, what else have you got for us?
My other thing is Margomods. Something we have spoken about previously. They got another medal for some of their work.
Oh, amazing.
Namely, the Forge of Fury companion.
Ooh.
Which
I like the
I've had a little look through.
I like the artwork.
Yeah. It's insane. It's got 5 mega dungeon levels with 54 rooms in it. That was really hard for me to say for some reason, which they're all VTT ready, HD maps. So if you've got like if you play online, or if like me, you've got the, your tabletop TV. I don't know why I'm gesturing under the camera.
You're pointing at your penis.
It comes with maps in.
If you're like me and you've got the.
You've got the, but yeah, so you can, use the maps in all of those, as well as printing them out and using them on like just normal table if you wanted. There's a whole bunch of new maps. There's just a whole bunch of new content, more lore, more NPCs, more like just everything. It's just more. There's more. What do you want? More? There's more.
There's more.
There's more.
I mean, congratulations to Margomodsgames.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah,
that's an amazing
absolutely.
feat. Way to go.
Absolutely.
Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean,
champions.
Just the layout, the quality of it. Yeah, if someone's good at them, what they do, they're good at what they do,
Yeah.
Again, like we always say, we talk about people who are far better than us.
We do, often.
Everybody.
All right,
yes.
So I think it's time for last call, don't you guys?
Let's do this.
I didn't get to
My
do
sleeves
this.
are ready.
You didn't get to do this. You didn't get to be the one of the innovators of the last call. And it's annoying because I did have one up, but I've now lost it.
We're a top tier professional outfit here.
Top tier professionals.
And you wouldn't think we've been doing this for over a year now.
What? No, don't be silly. All right, so I'm just gonna have to pick another one. All right, okay. All right, so Atlas unfortunately does not have sleeves to roll up this episode.
They're just little. I can hike.
All right.
Some sleeves.
Okay, so what about when a fellow party member fumbles a roll and hits your character? Come on, this is where we get pissed off. You turn around and just call him the C word.
Do you call the player that or the GM who called it?
No, I'll say the player. I mean, like character to character.
Character to character? Yeah, no, you call that shit out. Like it's there's so many times in game that's happened. Everyone's like, it happens. It's okay. I'm like, no, you just fucking hit me. Like, what the hell? Like, no, yeah.
What about when it's an accidental hit and then it turns out to be a crit? What if we did it the other way around? What if we did it? Oh, you accidentally hit Atlas's character. Roll, and they'll roll. It's like, yeah, natural 20.
No. No. Just no.
Come on.
No. No. That character would be dead. Mainly because like this force of God would smite them in their steps. Like, no. Why does Justin look guilty as hell?
Because I feel like this is a targeted question.
It might be.
That's entirely. Because it's normally me that's doing the hitting.
Yeah, the thing is, Justin rolls like shit.
Shit.
Unless he's hitting a fellow party member, in which case it's like critical,
and
it's fucking funny
every time.
Yeah.
It's funny, except when it happens to me. And the thing is,
right?
And the thing that gets me, right? And I'm gonna go full old man, and I'm gonna kind of lean in here. The thing that gets me about this is
to lean in.
is the fucking bullshit apology that comes after it. You know, it's like, you know, all of a sudden there's a roll, it's like natural 20, it's like, oh, sorry. Like, you know.
I have never once apologized for that.
I wasn't talking about you. Stop being such a fucking narcissist. The bullshit apology is like, oh, sorry. And then there's a little guy. It's like, dude, fuck you.
Like, it's one thing if you're just kind of sitting around in a tavern, like, oh, no, whoops, not one. I tripped and I smashed your face into the bar stool. Whatever. But, like, I think it, like, for me, it's when, especially in Mutants and Masterminds, because we've talked about thinking ahead, right? Where you're like, okay, I'm going to do this power. I need to make sure this is in position. And I have to be ready to do this. Someone just smacked me across a building. What the fuck? I was planning on this super cool move and you ruined it. For me, that's when it starts to get serious. Because I'm like, no. Like, if it's just a oopsie, like, okay. But if it is a completely change the strategy of your turn, like, oops, yeah, fuck off.
So, like, without giving away too many spoilers, did I change the strategy of your turn in our Mutants and Masterminds game? When you were flying up to the building and I hit the thing with a fucking trailer.
just a little. Like, I had a plan, and then that plan went with the brick building, and I'm like, oh, okay, fuck Liberator, got it.
And to be fair, I did, you know, that I will put the blame on Connell for that.
You can't, because you just said, I said GM, and you're like, no, the character, the player, so you can't, that's on you.
Nah.
No, but even then, with everything that happened in that scenario, he gave you ample opportunity to hit the thing the other way, and you didn't. That's on you.
To be fair, he did. He was like, so you're hitting this thing from behind her? Nope. So from behind, nope.
Yeah, every time, especially with Carl. I know
he asked you like 3 times.
Yeah, like if Carl asks for clarification, it's never for clarification. So he'll be like, just to make sure this is what you want to do. I'm like, why? He's like, I'm just asking for clarification. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, I get so paranoid. I'm like,
my character.
If I do it that way, how's it gonna fuck me up?
My character even flew round to hit it in the face.
Yes, you did.
Literally, you're like, I'm gonna go around.
Went out of your way to fuck it up.
Hey, I've got 500 miles of movement.
Connell,
I can do a mile
Me?
around.
I didn't do it.
I can do a mile around. I'm going to use that movement to look epic.
You could have done a mile up and smashed down. I've done that. Maybe I'm a better superhero, but that's another discussion.
No, because then he would have ended up in the subway like I did after I got stomped into the ground.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was a subway under us, apparently.
I mean, it is New York.
I found out the hard way.
All right. So I do believe that's about all we've got time for tonight.
Alrighty.
All right. So I want to thank our partners for supporting the show. I want to thank everyone in chat who's come to join us and keep us company. And I also want to thank the both of you for joining me and keeping me company this evening. Atlas, do you want to tell people whereabouts they can find you on Tinterwebs?
Yes, on the line, I can be found on Instagram and Threads mainly as atlas.ursa. There's a period in between the 2 words. Atlas like the Titan, Ursa like the bear. I am on TikTok as well, so come say hi. I'm super interactive online, and I don't bite, despite the bear thing.
Justin, what about yourself?
So I can be found most places at Justin Accurate TV, and on the Discord and the Facebook, and that's about it. Really, I don't really do much else.
Yeah,
And on Twitch as well. I sometimes stream. I've got a PC again now, so I can stream again. But my chair's broken, so
One thing at a time.
one thing at a time.
So
Once the chair gets fixed, the monitor's going to go. That's just the whole thing with Justin.
don't. Why would? Oh, I hate you.
All right. As
Why
for
would you
me,
do that?
As for me, you can find me at naturaljuan at dice.camp on Mastodon. You can also find me at natural.juan on Threads, which is where I'm most active. You can also find me behind all the social media for the show at Too Legit to Crit on Blue Sky, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you like what we do, show us support, subscribe, like, tell your friends about us. We've got a bunch of merch on the merch store. You know, I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. They're fantastic. They're really good quality. So don't
Super
hesitate
warm.
to anything that we get goes back into the show and just helps us progress. But most of all, I want to thank everybody who took time out of their busy days listening to three idiots waffle on about tabletop role-playing games. Thank you very much. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.